For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com. Yo, what's good everybody? This is Saber054. I got a TCG match with Venusaur stall, Venusaur EX, trying to be a giant wall. A lot of this deck success just really varies on what your opponent is using and if they make a bunch of misplays too. With the rotation, we lost a lot of cards that were necessary in this little, perhaps creative deck of mine. I did update it, we can use stuff like Airy now and Enhanced Hammer, but the main components that we lost, Cheryl for reliable healing and the Spirit Mask for reliable discarding, they're the big pieces missing. I didn't really intend on using this deck, but like I've said last time, this deck is really popular. It might just be the most popular deck on my channel, or just Venusaur in general. In the past, I used like the Tag Team Venusaur GX with Celebi, and that got a lot of use too. So, gotta give you guys what you want, perhaps. I mean, it's not like I can play what I really want to play, which is DP stuff on the channel. I would wish they'd give us these alternate modes, but they'll never do it. So I'm playing against a Roaring Moon deck. Now this is kind of bad because number one, this dude, they're gonna discard the whole thing and do enough damage to just 2-hit KO me easy. And what's even more important than that is the fact that if this guy knows what he's doing, he's just gonna be, oh, Venusaur EX, I'm just gonna have this Roaring Moon down. I'm gonna put a bunch of energies on it. I don't really need much. Retreat whatever it's active, like this Suicune there, and just keep killing you, keep attacking. You're not gonna be able to outstall your way to victory, and that's true. He is gonna have the advantage. I already want to say this is a losing battle, but I guess I'm gonna try. We also have a shit start too. I got all of the Bulbasaurs down, but no supporter to draw. Once again, at the mercy of the top deck. Instead though, this guy's playing more Pokemon down. I don't know why. Maybe he doesn't know what my deck is about. It's not, I mean, out of the question. I think I'm the only dude using this sort of Venusaur deck. Maybe he's thinking I'm just gonna attack as normal. So he might just do the things, play the Pokemon he was gonna play down anyway. But really, you don't need a bunch of attackers. In fact, it just works to his benefit. He can just keep one, discard the rest. Maybe keep another one as backup if he's not sure, and get even more bonus damage. From what I see, this is going to be like this sort of turbo deck with just the regular Roaring Moon, when you want to discard all of the other ancient cards, Night March style, and boost your damage to the maximum. So Artisan, that could have helped me if I just didn't fill my bench already. He got the other dude down too. Man, that's so weird. So, do you actually know what my deck is about and you're gonna use that dude to deck me out too? I don't really get it. He is promoting the Moon though, and he is gonna go for an attack. I'm gonna die easy, and then we're at the mercy, once again, of the top deck. So Mimikyu is out. I just have boss's orders. Whatever I pull isn't really going to be very good. Grusha. Should I just use this? I'm just going to draw 4. And at least I did see the Ultra Ball. I'm going to play the Stadium because that is going to hinder him a little bit. And I think I don't have a choice. I got to discard the Airy and discard the Switch. I mean, Airy, what she's gonna do in this match anyway? This guy wants to discard stuff. What kind of items am I gonna discard? I don't think it's gonna make much difference. But we get the Venusaur out, and I'm just gonna pass the turn. At least I got my wall up. It's still early now. He's not gonna be able to dump 50 dudes in the graveyard. So I think I can avoid maybe a 2-hit KO. But, we're not gonna be able to do this forever. I basically got like 100 healing plus my 340 HP. But instead he is gonna retreat immediately. I suppose he has realized or has an idea what my shit is about. So he is gonna try to deck me out instead of attacking with Moon. Now, this makes sense. Is it a good idea? Not really, because you know, if you know the cards available in the format, you should know that if you just keep attacking with Roaring Moon, I'm not quick enough or got the right cards in the format to respond. But I guess it's gonna try and deck me out thinking it's clever. We'll see. For Donphan, for this Great Tusk to get the max value with the deck discarding, he has to use like an Ancient Supporter turn after turn. And he probably has a bunch of those. I mean, it's the Sada and then the other Explorer dude. But you gotta keep in mind, every time you use the Explorer dude, you mill like 6 cards of your own deck. You mill 4 and you grab 2 in hand, but that's still minus 6 cards from your deck. So that's a lot. He has to like do the mathematics. Does he know what he's doing? His deck is already thinner than mine. I pulled the Venusaur there and he placed down the stop. Hey, might work out, I don't know. Retreats the Suicune. That's not going to be too difficult. All of these Pokemon have low retreat, and he just played all the other dudes down. I don't know why. Why did you play them as Magiuses down? This is stuff you want to discard, but he filled his bench. I milled up a bunch of my own stuff. That's sad. Nothing really of value got lost, I think. Maybe the vest, but yeah, maybe not. So, what am I gonna do? I think I don't really want to use the stadium, I think, yet. I'll see just how stupid you are, because you've already done some very questionable things. So Explorer again is gonna mill 6. Yeah, it's just really, it doesn't make sense to play the Flutter Mains down. You know, the Suicune, he opened with it, so I get it. You couldn't do anything about that. Moon, you got to get your attacker down. Maybe he got the second one because he wasn't immediately sure what was it going to be doing. But the Flutter Mains, why'd you play those down? So discarded a bunch of Venusaurs, so that means that if this guy dies, I'm not going to have anything for backup. So he successfully milling a lot of my cards, but he's milling a lot of his own shit too. I mean, it's pretty bad for me. He pretty much has me on the ropes if he wants to, but I don't really know if he realizes that. He's going for the Sada, putting the energy on the Donphan, and discards more stuff. Mostly useless stuff from what I saw. Oh, thank God I didn't lose the Palpad. Hammer could have been something, but the Whistle and the Enhanced Hammer was useless. I think I'm just gonna... Well, I'm gonna use the Palpad, and I'm gonna put in Boss's Orders and put in a... Should I do Airy? I'll do Airy. Doesn't matter too much. Pass the turn again, and yeah, it's so weird because he's fully committed on this deck out strategy with Donphan. Maybe he's enjoying it, that's why he's doing it. But, you know, trying to do things for fun, mate, it doesn't mean it's the right move. You know, you're using Donphan, thinking, oh, I'm using this for once, but you're gonna deck out before me, so... Yeah, he's using Ultra Ball too, which is just something else that I don't know why you're using at this point. If your aim is to deck me out, why are you discarding resources from your hand? This is stuff that after we start shuffling hands and decks, it's gonna hinder you. So just discarding one, couldn't do any more. And I see the hammer, I'm gonna play this. And I am actually gonna target the Moon. This should be a wake-up call that tells him, dude, this is the guy you should be focusing on, not Donphan at this point. Like, maybe if he's thinking, okay, I'm just gonna discard a bunch of cards with Donphan so I can just mill his resources, and then after he's low on resources, then I'm gonna use Moon to finish him off. But is it really gonna do that? It's going for boss's orders. What the point of that is, I don't know. Just picking on the Bulbasaur. And he's not even gonna switch. He's just keep using Land Collapse. So yeah, this guy just doesn't. He makes zero sense whatsoever. I'm gonna try and stall you out too. Once again, pick on the Suicune and promote the Venusaur. Hopefully he's low on energy somehow because he milled his own stuff. But he does have 11 cards in hand. Yeah, of course, he's still got energy. Whatever, just get rid of your shit. Insisting on the Donphan. You know what? As long as you can't use the Moon, I'm fine. I don't care if you use the Donphan, because I just don't see how he's gonna deck me out before he decks himself out. Explores Guidance. Yeah, at this point, this guy is just a dumbass. He doesn't know what he's doing. So milled 6 cards of his 8-card deck. There's only 2 cards left. He's using Super Rod, but what the hell kind of difference is that gonna do? He gets energies, okay, the smart thing to get. But you still got like 5 cards in the deck. Okay, he milled my boss's orders, that's disappointing. But, you know, I still got more cards, I still got plays to make. I don't think he milled any of my counter catchers. Plus, I mean, you know, he used up all of the ancient supporters. There's no way he's got more. Like 3 of those dudes, 3 of the Sada, I think, or 4 of the Sada actually. So yeah, he's going for the last dude. Successfully milled himself out. Congratulations. So if you don't put cards back in your deck, you're toast. So my thinking was that maybe he didn't care because he's got like Pidgeot V in the deck, which I've seen before. But his bench is full. And plus, it still doesn't make it a good idea. So Land Collapse, discarded a bunch of stuff. I'm at 8 supporters now. 8 cards in the deck. I am going to try and get the Venusaur out though, just in case he wakes up and uses the Moon. But at this point, I don't even think he's going to do that. He's just going to commit to the deck out bullshit. And just lose before me. So that was the last Ancient Supporter. He's just going to be discarding 1 by 1 now. So if I get him stuck, it might just be enough. I'm going to pass the turn once again, just before I evolve into the Venusaur first. And that's it. I mean, I really just didn't... All counter catchers are in the deck, or maybe in the prizes, who knows. I just gotta see one, get these Suicune stuck again, and that just might be enough, given his position. So discarded the Mimikyu, don't care about that. There we go. Well, it's not the counter catcher, but it's a Super Rod. It's gonna ensure, though, I get even more cards in the deck. Yeah, this guy just, he was so stupid. Yeah, take this as a lesson if you're a novice. Don't do what this guy did. Because he really just had the game in his hands. But then, I don't know if he just decided to do this for fun or whatever, but you just defeated your own self, basically. So, he's at 0 cards in the deck. And he's not going to win. If he doesn't like use his Super Rod or something, he's going to lose. He did scoop. And that's my game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. Share the video with your friends. And I'll see you guys next time. What-ay?